Ah, the classic cheese puff. A food so processed, even it forgets it started as corn. But here's the real kicker, this isn't food. At least, not by the actual definition of food. Something that sustains life, gives energy, and helps your body grow and repair. So if your snack could survive a nuclear apocalypse and a 5-year-old's backpack, it's probably not food. Today, we're cutting through the noise to reveal the 8 healthiest foods you should be eating, backed by science, not marketing. And spoiler, beef's on the list. Yes, beef. But before we get to the good stuff, let's talk about what's not food and why ultra-processed, edible food-like substances are hijacking our health. Ultra-processed foods aren't just junk, they're frankenfoods. Corn becomes powder, seed oils get blasted with chemicals, and natural flavors are anything but. The result? A food that's designed to addict you while starving your cells. Take my old favorite snack, corn chips. Ingredient number 1. Dent corn, a variety so hard, it's used for livestock feed and ethanol. Then they drown it in inflammatory seed oils, spike it with MSG, and dye it sunset orange. Guaranteed fresh? More like guaranteed to outlive us all. Fun fact, if your snack has a longer ingredient list than War and Peace, and the first 3 items sound like a chemistry set, maybe don't eat it. Just a thought. Real food has bioavailable nutrients, stuff your body recognizes and uses. Think vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and fatty acids. And no, fortified cereal sprayed with synthetic vitamins doesn't count. Here's the plot twist. Animal foods often pack more nutrients per calorie than plants. Grass-fed beef, loaded with anti-inflammatory omega-3s, gut-healing glutamine, and even phytonutrients. Yes, from cows eating plants so you don't have to. Vegans, don't at me yet. I'm just saying, if you can get zinc from oysters instead of 17 pounds of pumpkin seeds, maybe consider it. Plants have protein, but animal proteins are complete, meaning all the amino acids your body can't make. Even the Harvard School of Public Health admits it's harder to get enough B12, iron, and DHA on a vegan diet. Take eggs. 1 yolk has half your daily choline, crucial for brain health. Try getting that from almond milk. Spoiler, you need 47 gallons. Though if you do drink 47 gallons of almond milk, please film it. For science. So far, we've covered why ultra-processed foods are culinary betrayal and why grass-fed beef might be nature's multivitamin. But the number 1 healthiest food? It's not what you think. Stick around, because next up, we're diving into wild-caught fish, fermented magic, and the one food so nutrient-dense, even liver haters will be obsessed. We exposed ultra-processed foods for what they really are, edible science experiments, and revealed the first 4 powerhouse foods you should be eating. But now, we're diving into the deep end of nutrition, fermented superfoods, organ meats, yes, really, and the single most anti-inflammatory food on the planet. Let's crack on before big food replaces all our meals with 3D printed pizza. If your gut could talk, it'd beg you for fermented veggies. Sauerkraut and kimchi aren't just tangy, they're probiotic grenades. 1 serving packs 10 times the vitamin C of raw cabbage, plus an army of microbes that boost digestion, immunity, and even mental health. And here's the kicker. These microbes make nutrients as they ferment. It's like your food digests itself for you. Take that, meal preppers. Kimchi's so powerful, it could probably ferment my will to live after a Monday meeting. Leafy greens are nutrient ninjas, folate, magnesium, potassium, but some looking at you spinach come with oxalates, which can cause kidney stones if you go overboard. Pair greens with fat, like olive oil or cheese, to boost absorption, or lightly cook them to slash oxalates. Because nobody wants their superfood to also be a supervillain. If Popeye had known about oxalates, he'd have traded his spinach for beef liver. Which brings us to, liver is the original superfood. Ounce for ounce, it's the most nutrient-dense food on Earth, packed with active vitamin A, B12, iron, and copper. But I get it, eating liver feels like a dare. Cod liver. All the benefits, 0 liver texture. It's like the seafood version of a vitamin gummy, but actually healthy. If you still won't try liver, just mail it to me. I'll eat it for you. Not really. But I'll judge you silently. These aren't just flavor boosters, they're medicine. Garlic lowers blood pressure, cinnamon stabilizes blood sugar, and turmeric's curcumin is more anti-inflammatory than aspirin. Even salt gets a bad rap, but high-quality sea salt has 60-plus trace minerals. Unlike table salt, which is basically NaCl with trust issues. If your spice rack is just salt, pepper, and regret, it's time to upgrade. So let's recap. Ditch the frankenfoods. Embrace real nutrients, whether it's grass-fed beef, wild salmon, or fermented kraut. You don't need a PhD in nutrition. Just ask, did this exist 100 years ago? If not, maybe skip it. And if you take one thing from this video, eat more small, oily fish. They're the ultimate brain food and way cheaper than therapy. Hit like if you learned something, subscribe for more wellness myths debunked, and share this with someone who still thinks diet soda is healthy. See you in the next lab experiment.